Is Zoom an option? Also, that's a lot of pressure to just pick right then and there. So no, I do not offer Zoom image reveals for your boudoir session. Why? Well, let me explain. Because stealing is a thing. Unfortunately, people will steal when you do Zoom. So if you show that your photos over Zoom, people have zero shame. They will screenshot, which is stealing. That is absolutely stealing. Thousands of dollars worth of photos. And I can't control that on Zoom. Plus, again, it is a life-changing part of the experience, and the experience is not a Zoom experience. It's an in-person experience. And no, it is not a lot of pressure to choose your photos right then and there. Again, let me explain. Because a lot of the women that come to me, when they come in for their image reveal, they are like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with them. Most times, 90% of the time, they get all the photos digitally as an option. So they'll do like a package that comes with the full digital gallery. So they get all their photos regardless, and then they're just choosing their favorites for like their album or whatever else they get. However, if they choose just an album and they have to choose between 150 photos and they have to whittle it down to 36 or whatever, however many photos they get in their album that they want, then they have me at disposal to help them choose the best photos, not only for the design of the album, but the best photos that they love. So what we do is, what we will go through every single photo. We'll say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Or what we do is like, we show a full screen of like all the photos, and they'll be like, I want that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And then we don't worry about the number at all. We just worry about picking the favorites. And then when we go back, let's just say out of 150 photos, she chose 70. Those were her favorites, and she wants to get it down to 50. Let's just say that. So she has to get rid of 20 photos. She then has the option to do artist choice, which is what we consider basically where she's like, okay, out of all my favorites, out of the 70 that I chose, you can choose the final 50. So that's an option. Or we can go through together and she will be like, okay, out of these two, which do you guys think will look better in the album? And then we'll help. Now, a lot of the time our clients will be like, okay, so shoot, this is gonna be really hard. So we will help them go through, and I'll say, okay, look at these two photos. They're kind of similar. So same type of focal length, same type of pose, blah, blah, blah. Would you choose between these two? You don't have to, but you can. I'm there to help them see what they may not be able to see, if that makes any sense. I have never, ever, ever, ever had a client tell me that it's a lot of pressure to choose when they're there. In fact, I've had the exact opposite. All my clients say, oh my God, I'm so thankful that I didn't have to choose these on my own, because I honestly don't know how I would have done it. They like having me there to help them pick the best options for their album, or for their leather envelope, or for their copper box, or for whatever they are purchasing. Trust me, it's actually a lot more pressure to be sent the digitals, and then you have 150 photos to choose from, and you have to whittle it down to 36, and you're like, fuck, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. It's a lot harder on your own. And then I do all of the designing of everything, so you don't have to worry about a thing. I help you pick your photos, you pick your photos, and then I design everything for you. I promise this is the best way to do it, and it is life-changing, and it is something that you will be like, oh shit. Like, once you do it, like I implore you to book a session with me and do the full experience, how it's meant to be done, and then come back and tell me that this was not the best option. I promise you.